Welcome back. Today we have this problem called minimum size subarray sum. Given an array of positive integers called nums and a positive integer called target, return the minimum length of the subarray whose sum is greater than or equals to target. If there is no such subarray, return 0 instead. Okay. So for this one, we have this example. We have the target is 7, so we could just have the 2, 3, and 2, 3 is 5, and with 5 we at 1 will be 6, and we have 2 will be 8. So we have this subarray, and maybe we could have also this subarray, and we took the smallest one, so we take 4 and 3. The same one here. We could just take these two things, these first two elements, and this one, but we take the smallest, so we just take the last one. So, and this problem also is asked by Apple and Amazon, so it's a quite important problem. So, let's just talk about how we can solve this problem. So, let me refresh this one because, like, sometimes Miro needs to be refreshed so you can use it. So, let me take this as an example, and I want to be white, and I want to be big. Okay, so let's just have this one. Okay, so let's talk about how we can solve this problem. So one of them is that we can just loop one, and after that, maybe we can have like maybe like a variable that track the length of the array. So we can just loop in the first one, and after that, inside this one, we loop against all of the other elements that are left there. And we will do this for each element, and the time complexity will be O of n squared, and this is not good. So there is another solution that we can do, which is to use like a sliding window. We could create 2 pointers, right, left and right, and we start maybe from maybe we could start from here, left and right. They could be with each other, and we could just start to calculate, like for even we have right, and we can just increase left, and whenever we reach the target sum, we return the smallest length, and this one will be O of n, just O of n, not O of n squared. And if you didn't understand anything, just be aware with me. I guess the code will make everything way more clearer for us. So let's just start with the 2 pointers. Let left equals 0, and let right equals 0, and I will make our main sliding window. So let window will equals 0 also, and you'll see why we have window. And I will say let res, and this is our response, our result. It will be infinity, infinity, and I will return this infinity. But I just want to make sure that if res equals infinity, if res equals infinity, I'll return 0, because there is nothing actually, because we didn't update it. Otherwise we return res. So I'll make a for loop. Let's make for loop, and inside this for loop I'll let maybe I'll make right. I have like right equals 0, right less than nums the length, and the right will be plus, and I will say let window will equals, I will add to the value of the window the nums at the index of right. Okay, plus equals, no, let not window equals, and I will say I'll make a while loop. So I will say while window, because I will loop again actually. Window is um, bigger than or equals target. So I'll say res will equals math dot min. It will be math dot min the res that we already have, and right minus left. However, we start the index from 1 and we up plus 1, so we can make sure that we are in the right index. And I will say window will equals I will take from window minus equals nums of left, and left will be plus plus. What is the problem? And I guess, yeah, that's it. Let's just see. Okay, let's see how we solve this problem. So let's just start to run this code again as this one. Maybe if you don't understand it, because this one will be way more clear. So the first of all, when you loop through the nums array, you first take the elements of nums and you add it to the window. So we start from here, and let's just say that let's just start to just, so we have input, it's the window. It's I will add the first nums of right to the window, so the window will equals 2, because I add 2 to 0, so the value will be equals 2. And I will make while loop, so while window is bigger than or equals the target, and this is not the case, so this while loop doesn't run. So we have we loop again to the right, so we have 3, so we add it will be 5, because we add 3 to 2, it will be 5, because we are here. And I guess it's still this while loop is not valid, so we are in 1 here. We are in looping to the next, so we are on 1, so we add 1 to window, so it will be 6. Still this is not true, so we are in 2 here. So we are in 2, and because we are in 2, we add 2 to window, so it will equals 8. So right now this while loop is right, so I will say that res.math.min res and right minus left plus 1. Okay, so left is 0 and right is left is 0, because we want to get the length of the array. So if you want to get the length of the array, it will be right minus left plus 1. So if the left is 0, it will be 0 minus 1 0 1 2 3. So it will be 0 0 1 2 3 minus 0, it will be 4. For this one it will be 4. So if we want to get the length of the array, this is a way you can get the length of the array from the right and the left. And we say that what is min, so the min right now is not infinity, is 4, so the rest will equals 4, and the left will be plus plus, and the left will be plus plus, so left it will be left will be 1, and the window will be first of all window will be minus left, so we will take left, which is 0, so we'll take 2, and this one is 8, so it will be 6, and we take 2 and we increase left, so left will be 1. So after that we loop again, and after looping again, we will loop at 4 and 3, and when you find sorry, just has I had something here. So when you find 4 and 3, you just add them to the array, and you just run this for loop again. You find that the length of these two, the 2 is bigger than 4, so you add 2, and that's it. So that's it for this video. I hope my description was quite good. If you like my description, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you in future problems.